Yeah. We're not known for our spices, we Irish. Not! That is Conan O'Brien! Do not make fun of my ginger!
From being...
You can't stop the ginger! The ginger does what the ginger does!
God.
Conan, stop!
Someone say oh my God.
Oh, Conan. Conan, be careful.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you.
Alan_J_T just became a kobold. Emergency food
Alan,
yay.
thank
Howdy.
you.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Cat likes the wheel. I'm glad you guys like the wheel. Spin, spin, spin. You guys keep getting... What am I gonna make?
Yes, Safar.
Here you go. Shut up.
For after the spin, my suggestion would be the hot ones to improve Bocca's Irish humor. Lol.
My Irish humor? I'm gonna patat to the face. Roy get. I'm not. People used to make me. How many did you post, Nooner? Max of 3 a day. Good God, you just posted everything. All right, we're gonna watch the Conan. One of the few Irish famous people. You can't
Thoughtful
get us
face,
down.
so I can post things too.
Yeah, Roy. As long as they are appropriate. Let's watch the first hot ones. Yeah. It's first we feast. I always thought it was
Yes.
called hot ones. We'll watch this. We'll react to this.
Good morning, Bocca.
Good morning. I got my mitts. Thank you, Alan.
What's wrong with you people? You don't know what real danger looks like anymore.
He's right, though. You guys crazy. It's quiet. Yeah, it did seem quiet.
All over the world. It's called Conan O'Brien Must Go, and it's set to release on Max April 18th. Conan O'Brien, welcome to the show.
Sean, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I ask in good faith, how are you around hot sauce before we get
I
started?
grew up in an Irish house and an Irish Catholic home in Boston. I never saw spice till I was about 52 years old. So I'm terrible with hot food. I grew up on tasteless food. So this is a whole new experience for me.
Yeah. We're not known for our spices, we Irish. We're not known for our spices.
If you don't mind, Sean, I'd like to get a quick baseline read. I brought my personal physician, Dr. Arroyo. This is Dr. Arroyo.
Hi, how are you?
Amazing. Hi, nice to meet you.
You don't have to talk to him, just to me. Just get a baseline temperature. What are we looking at?
97.8.
97.8. I run a little cool. Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Also, been my doctor for about 25 years.
Yeah.
Where did you go to medical school?
In 1998.
Where?
Where?
Oh, out of state.
You should go.
Okay.
I apologize.
I have a feeling that Doctor is
Dr.
just being a
Arroyo,
comedian.
He's not the best, but he's very affordable. Okay. All right. Getting nothing here. Nothing.
He hasn't put any on it yet.
Is this what you got? I guess this is where you start, right? I don't fear your wings, man. Bring what you got, okay?
So the travel.
I have a feeling he's going to be crying at the
Go
end.
ahead. Go ahead.
The little
That's a
meat
good
left.
spot for him, yeah.
No.
So the travelogue has taken on so many different forms, from the anthropological approach of someone like Anthony Bourdain to the thrill-seeking perspective of a personality like Bear Grylls.
Yes.
How would you define comedy's role in the genre? Like, is it a hack being funny and connecting with new people and cultures?
I love travel, and my mission is that you learn nothing about the country. My job is that you know less about the country after I'm done than when I started. So that's why I love this new show, is Max just let us go for it. And we visited a bunch of countries, and you're dumber. You're dumber after you see the show, but we had a lot of fun.
Was there anything intentional about releasing the show on your birthday? Or is that just a charming coincidence?
Thank you for doing your research. It was a total coincidence. HBO Max called us. Is it HBO Max or just Max?
I think it's just straight Max.
I can't get used to it. It's not a better
Might me either.
Anyway.
It doesn't feel better. It feels
said,
like a downgrade
Max,
in
I know it
name.
rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It is kind of personal because it's just like someone's name. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, I'm
exactly.
just-
That's what I'm
Max,
saying, like-
They said, hey, you're gonna drop. I think that's what the kids say. On April 18th, and I said, hey, that's my birthday, and they went, huh. So I don't think it was anything intentional. It just happened to be my birthday.
Well, happy birthday to you, Conan.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Are you ready to move on here to sauce number 2?
Hi, Ari.
Please, because that first one I got nothing. What's
I
this?
saw
What
that.
kind of sauce is this?
So this one is called Smoky J here.
Smoky J.
Smoky J.
Anything I need to know about this sauce before I bite in?
I think the less you know, the better.
Okay. Okay, Smoky J. I like this so far. I am unfazed. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I
It's
just
your
wanna have a bunch
jacket,
of-
your wings.
Thank you.
Take ownership from that
Thank
side
you.
of the table. Go ahead. How often do you show up? On
Is he putting them
locations
in
like
his
that, right? You get to a destination, and your first and immediate thought is, "How the hell
my
am I gonna
God.
make this funny?"
Often.
Conan.
That's 70%.
Don't ruin the
70%
nice
of the time,
jacket.
What I call it, I talk to my head writer, Mike Sweeney, and I say, "You've brought me to a comedy vacuum. There's nothing here. There's nothing." Once we were doing a shoot in Finland, and I was in the Arctic Circle, and I was standing on a tundra, and in the distance, about 400 yards away, were some reindeer, and my producers just said, "And go." And I'm looking around. I'm like, what am I supposed to do, improv with a sheet of ice? But in those situations, sometimes when you think it's going to go very badly, it goes well. Sometimes you think, oh my God, I have it made. This is the perfect remote, and you can't get it.
I guess you could
So
say
it's
he was
always
iced
going
out.
to a Vegas craps table. You never know. Again, it's called Hot Ones. What the fuck's going on? This is nothing.
I feel like the first four of these hot sauces don't do anything. I think he's like gaslighting them with the first four.
I've yet to had any spice at all.
And you know what? I've got a little eye-watering. I think you're gonna
I think
teach
that's because
me.
you're meeting your idol.
I think
That's what's happening. I get that from just about everyone in your demographic.
Right.
Their eyes about to cheer up.
Yeah, go ahead. There you go. Got 3 in there.
Yeah.
So on a late night show, when you see the host toss a commercial, right?
Yep,
And then
yep.
they lean in and they talk to the guest with
I
the
should eat
mics
chili
cut.
the color of
Is
my
that
horns.
usually like a real chat? And if so, what are some of the go-to
It depends
topics of
on the
conversation?
host. In the old days, back in the days when I was doing it, and there was just a couple of us, oftentimes there wasn't much chat. Really not much at all. You know, if you were talking to a letterman, he wouldn't say too much. The other guy, you know, I don't know where he was, but I always tried to make something happen. I tried to keep the rhythm going. And sometimes if I couldn't get them interested, I'd try and say something provocative, like I bet you live 4 more years tops. And you could see them get a little rattled and the band would be playing, but I just wanted to keep them alert. But I remember I said that to B. Arthur and I was right.
B. Arthur. He
Yeah.
said that to B. Arthur.
Yeah, I said 4 years tops. And it was 3 years, 11 months.
The sands of time.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I know you, this is important for me to say. I've watched your show.
We're reacting
You're
right
a
now.
very good interviewer.
Thank you.
And so without this, I mean, this is fun. I like this, and I get why you guys do it, and it's really fun and it's compelling.
Yeah.
But you are a very serious interviewer. You take it seriously and you ask really good questions. So
thank you.
I'm very impressed with your dedication to it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Conan
You'll
choosing to be very serious and
No
cordial.
laughs there. What is this called?
This is Los Calientes. Verde.
Okay. Los Calientes. Okay, very nice. Dr. Arroyo,
Yes, sir.
let's get a baseline pulse here.
Yeah.
Let's get it starting to race a
Oh,
little
sure,
bit.
sure.
messing
you're just
around.
choking. You're just choking.
So sorry.
No, you just feel for the pulse.
All right.
He's not a
She's
doctor.
been with me for a long time. But
That or he's doing that on purpose because Conan told him
it's very
to.
good.
I can
Very
tell.
inexpensive.
I can tell.
Yeah, he has.
He's not a doctor.
What do you think is the most annoying trait or thing a guest can do when appearing on a talk show?
The worst thing a guest can do is tell the audience it's not going well.
Mm.
I've seen it happen many times. It's an amateur move.
Yeah, that's why I try to keep things lighthearted here. You don't want to bring the mood down. You want to keep a baseline. I tell you all about things, but like, I also try to bring things up if I've brought them down. Worst thing you
because
can
the
do
host
is
a
keep it
lot
down.
To let people think it's going great, even if it's not. There are many things the host can do. The host can be enjoying. The host can act a little bit. The host can do things. Audiences want to see a good show. They want to see a good interview. And I was always amazed when someone would come out and they'd be doing okay. And they'd make a couple of jokes, and it's fine. And then they would just go, and they would look right out to camera, and they would say, this just isn't going very well, is it? And you could feel, I would look out at the audience, maybe 200 people sitting there, and I'd see 200 souls leave 200 bodies and float up through the ceiling. Because they were just told they were not getting a good show.
Right.
No, that's not show business. Show business is you're getting the greatest show in the world. I don't think there's a wing here that I can't eat like it's ice cream. I seriously, I don't think there's a wing on this table that I cannot devour like it's Cool Whipped Cream on an August
I
afternoon.
feel like the next
Okay?
one's gonna get him.
You're like Ric Flair cutting a promo right now.
Exactly.
All right? That's the energy that I'm picking up on. Yeah, you're really
Ric Flair.
challenging the wings over.
Dr. Arroyo, please, could you step in? My pocket's getting full.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Is there a most harrowing encounter with wildlife that you can recall from all the times that you had animal experts on the show?
Yes. It happened during the Turner phase of my career. We had someone who brought a lot of animals on, and one of them was a water buffalo.
What,
Massive
water
animal.
buffalo?
And I'm standing next to it, and I said, well, I don't even know what we do with it. And someone, a producer, just
Dwagon
said,
wagon.
well, just hop up
Wagon,
on it.
wagon.
I'm in rehearsal mode. So you just do what you're told. And as I'm getting up on it, Andy said, don't get on that. But of course, I never listened to Andy.
You got to commit to the bit.
So I get up on the water buffalo, and as my ass hits the water buffalo, beast this size, it freaks, it tosses me up into the air. We had it on camera. I go up, and I come down on my hip on a cement floor. And as you know, in a studio, cement, it's poured concrete so the cameras can roll. So I bounce off my hip. It really fucking hurt. Water buffalo makes this bellowing sound, charges, everyone runs away, all the cameramen run away, takes out a camera. Camera people are scrambling, and slips and falls, then gets up and looks at me. I am lying on the floor. I jump and I run in the other direction and leap over the talk show couch. I had a hematoma on my hip that was so big I couldn't get my jeans on or off. So they like had to cut me out of my jeans. It was just
Oh, God.
giant. And I just kept thinking, why? It's because you do a show every day. You get into the let's go, let's get this thing
Mentality.
going. And I'm there, and I'm just thinking about the next thing, and a voice just said, hop on, and I did.
False sense of security.
Just
The
an
rhythm
idiot.
of the
He got into that, like, mentality of just do the thing, just do the thing. And just do the thing works most of the time, but there are times where you probably should not listen to the just do the thing voice.
show.
Absolute idiocy. But I lived to tell the tale. And the water buffalo and I made amends. We're good now.
He ate it, didn't he? Conan!
Great. Fantastic.
I need it. I love it. I love it.
I don't know. I don't see what the problem is.
I know you might be running out of pockets.
No, I
Thankfully,
got
you
it.
do have a lot of them. over
That's
there.
okay. We got pockets.
Do you take any kind of perverse pride in the sheer number of hours of television that you've created?
I was never that excited about volume. To me, it's whether it's good or not, or and so to me,
Exactly. Never about volume. Just go in, do the best you can.
much more stay focused on, let's really try and keep trying to make something that's really memorable and will stick around, and then get back to it.
And what I'm interested in is how it looks in the rear view for you. Like, does it all fit neatly into distinct eras, or is it all kind of a blur?
I would say there are eras. There's the early era in 93 to 95 where I'm living in sheer terror all the time because I'm waiting for a phone call any second that I've been canceled. So that is a real era. That whole run, Rockefeller Center, feels like an era. All the craziness I went through in whatever 2010 is a distinct chapter. Turner is a distinct chapter. Getting to do the podcast, which I love. Sitting down and getting to talk to somebody for an hour is such a joy after almost 3 decades of, that was great, thanks a lot. Okay, we're gonna take a little break, we'll be right back. You know, that I loved it.
He's like
I
the
love this
slow
different kind
down,
of
which I understand. Like, you get to that point where you're just kind of,
Bonk.
no, you bonk. You get to that point where you're just kind of like, I'd like to slow down a little bit.
Different now, and I love trying this. And then with this new Max show,
He actually
coming
gets
out
to
April
talk to
18th,
people and not.
I just like that we're really getting the resources to do one of these the way I always wanted
Rush
to do
through.
it. So, yeah, I would say they look like very distinct, separate times. Oh, my hands are all, hold on a sec. Dr. Arroyo! Can you open this, please?
Multifaceted, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Whoa.
What's gonna happen? What's wrong with you people? You don't know what real danger looks like anymore.
He's right.
Incredible.
No. So, my question to you is there a point when these get warm? Just a little bit warm? Anything at all?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Oh, here's a question for you.
Yes.
Is it true that while writing at SNL that you would sometimes go downstairs to Letterman's 6A studio
Yeah.
and then write material from his desk
Yes.
at the studio?
I would sit. They have
Hi
like
Boca, hi chat.
a
Why are
covering
we
over
watching
his
Andrew
desk
Tate talking to Gordon Ramsay
protect it.
Bokath One Brune?
You did not. You did not.
Bo woo 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 bo woo.
You did not. That is Conan O'Brien. You do not make fun of my ginger.
from any asshole. And so we were, our studios were at 9, and I would go down to, he was in 6,
Canceled, I
the
say,
studio actually
canceled.
Took over, but I didn't know that was going to happen. And I would sit at Dave's desk, and I had Dave's perspective, and I would sit there and I would work on a sketch. And then this crazy situation develops, 1 in a billion chance where I get a chance to audition for that show and then get it. But if you had told me that when I was sitting behind Dave's desk as a Saturday Night Live writer, I'd have said there's no way. I'd have also said there's no way there's ever going to be a Charlie Rose show where you eat hot wings.
Yeah, our
But I
shoes
bet you I
get
would've
pretty
been
worn
wrong
out, don't
both
they?
times.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you
As gingers, our shoes get pretty worn out. You know, this is true.
can't predict the future. You just don't know
Can
what's going to happen.
only connect the dots looking back, never
Yeah.
looking forward. When you took over that 6A studio, did you see any remnants of the old guard? Were there like pencils stuck in the ceiling or anything
No,
like
because
that?
they put us in different offices, so we were not in Dave's offices, but we had his studio. There weren't remnants, but there were physical remnants. There were people. There were camera people. There was this guy, Bailey, who was a cameraman who had been with Dave the whole time. And so he was our cameraman. I'll never forget that we kept coming up with these ideas that were much more, involved a lot of running around. I was kinetic, Robert's kinetic, the writers we hired were very kinetic. I had just turned 30. So all my ideas were, I've got an idea, I start running, and the camera's running with me, and I jump out the window, and the cameraman jumps too. And Bailey, who had been there probably since the 50s, and was used to watching, you know, shooting, I don't know, some
Edward R. Murrow?
Edward R. Murrow smoke a cigarette down to the filter. No filter. It's Edward R. Murrow, goddammit. That's what he was used to. And then suddenly, I'm here saying, I've got an idea, Bailey. We're going to put rockets on your feet. And you're going to
fire you down the hall. How old are you, Bailey? 77. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, Bailey. Fun.
That would terrify me if I was that old.
Arroyo, por favor.
Yes, we walk very gingerly.
Was it a 4-year medical school?
That's why they call us
What is this supposed
gingers.
to be? There you go.
Did you ever graduate? He's gone.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
That's one of the ones that gets people.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, man. Are we doing this or not?
Yeah, no, I'm with
Are
you.
we doing it or not?
No, I'm on the same
What's
page.
the point of even being alive if we can't do this?
Right, now I really do feel alive. I do feel alive.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I might hiccup through this
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling it. I'm
No,
feeling
yeah.
this one.
Little tremor.
It's just starting to peek through. You know? I'm feeling a little
hiccuping.
bit.
I can't stop
There's a little
hiccuping.
bit of a burning,
No.
but not much.
Which U.S. president do you think would be the best podcast guest on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
Say that you tried to talk,
Yeah.
but your lips have been paralyzed, and what I heard was
I got
Well,
that.
ba,
I
ba,
think
ba.
maybe you're having a problem
No,
hearing
I don't think
things,
it's
all right?
I think everyone in the studio will agree.
Which U.S. president do you think would make the best podcast guest on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
Do they have to be living?
No, of course
Richard
not.
Nixon.
Nixon.
Oh my God.
Do not
he's
look at the
fantastic.
benevolent star.
He's such a
It is
comic.
not actually a star but a space entity that will eat your soul if you look at it. So again, do not look at it. Also give me your scales.
1. We are reacting. 2. No. 3. Frick you.
When you think about it,
You can cut that out. Okay.
and we could get into water, and then he would try to be funny, like, I've got a funny idea. You know, it would be fantastic. The voice alone, I would have to
Assume
say,
you want to
probably,
extract.
Lincoln.
I will.
can I just take a second and say this is starting to hit?
Impulse check.
I think,
No, yeah.
Can I just say, I don't have a lot of regrets in my career. Pouring this onto the wing
Right.
and then licking it off.
And
In retrospect, I bet you it's good footage,
no, yeah, it's good.
but
It's good TV.
I'm starting to feel some sensations.
And you know what, Conan? If you weren't so braggadocious in this front half, I probably would have stopped you from doing that.
No,
I would have
can't-
protected you
you
from
can't,
yourself.
You can't stop me from being
You can't stop the ginger. The ginger does what the ginger does.
who I am.
That's exactly right.
Okay, plus you win. We're getting it done, okay?
Okay? I said it and
Takes a lot of planning to
and
do
Popeye,
these
that is
things.
who I am. I've got to go for it. Whatever I
Go
do,
for
I have
it.
to go 110%.
I know you gotta commit to the bit.
That is the ginger way. We make a decision, we do it. You ain't stopping us.
Gotta commit.
It's
to
not a bit. This is life.
This
Is
show
a
is
bit
a-
to
this
you?
show's a
Because it's
fucking
not a bit. It's your show. Don't say commit to the bit. This is life.
Right, you're
You gotta
right.
grab it.
Commit
by
to
the-
life.
No,
Dr.
you know what?
Dr. Arroyo, would you check on my
Yeah.
friend here? Just get a quick test.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not good. Do you have anything beyond that?
No, he's.
Okay, I'll
Not a
just
real-
take you at face value on
Yeah,
that. Not
yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's not a good doctor. He's an affordable doctor.
Do you have a favorite mediocre president?
Well, that's a good one. Mediocre president? That's so mean. I'm gonna go with Warren Harding. Okay? Good looking guy. He was in the Oval Office like 3 days and he wrote on a note, I am not fit to be president. This job is too hard. And then to solve matters, he takes a train trip and dies mysteriously because he ate some bad lobster. So you gotta give it up for Warren G. Harding, in my opinion. Right? Don't you think?
No argument there.
Yeah, he knew he couldn't do the job and said, you know what, has anyone got some lobster that's been out too long? I want to eat it on a train where there's no refrigeration. And that's what they did.
Don't do it.
Don't do the sauce? What's on the sauce? I can't get this open.
There we
Okay.
go.
And a little bit of this on it?
Yeah, go. I'll join you at the.
That's the sound the Three Stooges used to make when they were doing anything destructive. Everyone watch the Three Stooges?
Good afternoon, Boca Smile. Hope you're doing good today, Smile.
Valley.
Mistake. I like to announce my mistakes up front.
Go ahead. This is not a mistake. Nothing about this is a mistake. Every step of the way, intentional. Incredible. Oh my god.
Conan, stop!
Someone save him. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah! 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 I've never felt so high.
I love it. I love it. Me too.
I'm
I'm right
erect
here.
for the first time in 15 years.
This is why I like Conan. He just goes over the top.
To you.
Call the wife.
Oh no, the experience.
Okay, yeah, you
The
got it.
last
I mean,
stab.
At this point, what are you gonna do? This is tell us what we're eating here.
So this is the Last Dab experience. It is made with almost pure Pepper X. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Join you at the party,
Conan.
going out with a bang.
You gotta go. Isn't this the season finale?
You're exactly
Conan.
right. There needs to be a fireworks display to
Oh,
close things
Conan.
out.
Conan, be careful.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
Oh my gosh. You say this is pure pepper?
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing here. There's no insulation. There's no safety net.
No. Straight concentrated pepper to the dome. Incredible. Incredible.
I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Conan. I think the doctor's gonna have to be serious after this.
Is it gonna hit me now? It's gonna hit me soon, right?
It's got a build on it.
It's got to build. It's starting to build right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's.
Oh yeah, I can see at the end here he freaks out.
Kind of not gonna stop.
No, this isn't gonna
But
stop.
that's okay. I got a little bit of a wind up.
Yeah, it's coming fast.
I know.
It's coming
I know.
fast.
We're approaching the peak of the mountain here. But Conan O'Brien, the good news is that's a wrap on our lunch date with the Wings of Death. We're here about to drop.
I'm fine. I'm perfect.
You can tell he's not. His eyes are starting to bleed.
Come up with one
I'm not
wing that
questioning
had
that.
any effect on Conan, because he's here to stay. Oh woo! Ah woo!
You can see in his eyes.
We're crafting a curriculum of a comedy
Oh,
serving
no.
course. Can you give us one book to make sure that your students understand that the building blocks of comedy are not at all new?
What are you gonna read? Read widely and read well. There's comedy in the Old Testament. There's comedy in the New Testament. You can read all kinds of stuff. Just don't lock yourself in to it's got to be some comedy from the last 10 years. No.
Yeah,
There's
you
great
would be
comedy
dying.
out there.
He's
It was
dying.
written a long time ago. What's funnier than Don Quixote, Sancho Panza? You know, this is good stuff. The classics are funny. You know, you can read.
Notice that he got one of the really low ones
There's funny
to
everywhere.
drink.
Don't be a snob. Look high and look low. A Mad Magazine is funny. There's funny stuff
Mad
online
Magazine's
all
pretty
the
funny.
time. There's no reason for us to try and exclude one category over another. These aren't the rantings of someone who's had some bad chemicals and overdid it to be funny and relevant to people who are at least.
He's literally
50
telling
years
you that he
younger than
overdid
him.
it.
This is a guy who's just being on a show, and it's legitimate. So I say here's to you, Sean. You're a great motherfucking host.
Right back.
And I'm glad I'm here.
Conan.
And I'm glad we had a great
Oh
time.
no.
And I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Wise words from a wise and stable man.
Yes,
Conan
from a man
O'Brien
who's doing
taking
everything
on
he
the
can
Wings of Death
to be on the
and
show
living
that everyone
to tell
young
the
wants him
tale.
to be on.
Just barely, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
I have a show. It's on Max. They used to call it HBO, but people found that too popular. So now it's Max, because that really rolls off the tongue.
It does.
It's a funny show. 4 episodes are gonna drop at me going all over the world. You can check it out April 18th. That's right. My intestines have turned into acid, and I can still
Acid!
remember the plug. That's a professional. If there was a mic drop, I'd do one, but I do a wing drop. April 18th. Check it out. Dr. Arroyo.
Oh, God.
Conan is literally embodiment of the ginger attitude of we're doing this? Alright, let's go! Need to figure out what to drink.
that's not good. That's good either.
You're not a doctor, are you?
I should be.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Was he gonna tell you what it's at?
No, he doesn't even understand the numbers.
It's up 2 degrees from when the start of the show. No lie.
That's the info I was after.
Oh, I think even Conan realizes that's not a good thing.
I love how you ruined me, but saved your suede jacket.
Well, I literally just.
I know. I don't. Trust me.
literally
I love
just
that jacket,
bought-
and I do not want to get anything on it.
you know the jacket.
I admire a guy who hosts Hot Ones and wears beautiful suede. Oh yeah!
That was funny. That was pretty funny.
One day we will do a Back a Hot Ones challenge too. BTW, those ones Nuna suggested are pretty short if you want to look at them too.
Nah, we're gonna do one react. Alright. This should be over, I believe. Alright, wow, what did you want to say? What did you want to brag about? What you want to brag about?
React time over?
Yeah, we're gonna play Core Keeper.